What does it mean to have a growth mindset? I'm going to show you how. To start, I want you to think about one of the things that's bothering you the most in life. Where does some of your suffering come from? Stop for a minute and think about that. Now, by the end of this video, I promise you that you're going to look at this thing differently. That you're going to realize your power to actually not suffer over that thing. So listen up, because I'm going to show you how. My grandpa used to say all the time, pain is mandatory, suffering is optional. Now, when he says that, I believe that's totally true. But it's important to understand the growth mindset concept in order for that statement to make any sense. So in life, we're going to have pain. But we don't have to suffer because of the pain that we have. We can either suffer in a fixed mindset, or we can experience some growth. So let's talk about first what a fixed mindset is, so that you can understand what a growth mindset is. Now, a fixed mindset is a mindset full of shoulds. It's full of expectations. It says life should be a certain way. Life should be easy. Life should be full of fun. Life should be full of only good things. My loved ones shouldn't die. My partner shouldn't have addictions. There shouldn't be riots on the streets. There shouldn't be racism and all this stuff. Well, there is. And a fixed mindset says, no, there shouldn't be. And so it creates resistance to life. I don't like what's happening, so I'm resistant to it. I want to fight against it. Fixed mindset shoulds. Fixed mindset says this: I'm working toward a certain outcome, and I need to get to that outcome in order to be happy. So there's expectations. It's rigid in thinking. You have it all figured out. You've watched enough Disney shows to know that the princess and the prince get together in the end. And that's what you expect in your life. So you think that that's how it should be. Well, guess what? If you have all of this stuff, you're ripe for suffering. Suffering is coming your way. Now, a growth mindset, it takes more than just not doing this. When you shift into a growth mindset, you live your life in a whole new paradigm. You view the nature of life differently. The very nature of why we're here on this earth changes when you have a growth mindset. I believe that many of us are raised with a fixed mindset. Our culture says this is how things should be. We make all these agreements all around us. And it took me a long time to realize these are all my agreements and this is why I'm suffering. If I let go of these agreements, then I can actually live my life with a growth mindset. So let's talk about what a growth mindset actually is. Before I show you the difference between the fixed mindset and a growth mindset, don't forget to go and subscribe to my channel and like this video. I know it's not very compassionate of me to say, you know what? Stop your suffering here. You're the one that's resistant. You're the one that's saying it shouldn't be this way. You're the one that has these expectations and these rigid thoughts that are actually causing your suffering. If something bad happens in my life, it's okay for me to have pain. In fact, it's good that I have pain. That pain might be emotional, it might be physical, but between that thing that happened and my response, I have power to choose how I want to look at it. I can look at it like it should be this way, and I can be resistant to it. And that's when I'll start to get depressed. That's when I'll act out in addictions. That's when I'll spin in anxiety because I don't want things to be the way that they are. Or I can choose to look at it through a lens of growth. What that says is, this thing has happened to me for a reason. And I'm supposed to learn and I'm supposed to grow because this thing has happened to me. So let me give you an example. A few years back, my mother-in-law died. She was 65 years old. She died of breast cancer. It's a horrible thing. My children's grandmother was gone. That was 4 years ago. I don't think that's something that should have happened so soon. But I have an opportunity. I could be depressed that happened. I could be sad. I could be angry at God for that happening. It's done a lot of things to my life. It's challenged me in my marriage. It's strengthened my marriage in a lot of ways. It's brought my family closer together. It's helped me be a better father and a better husband. So even though it's a horrible thing, something that I don't think anybody would like, I can see the reasons why it's happened. I can't change the fact that it did happen, but I can be grateful for the growth that we've had since. Pima Chodron says that our suffering comes from our attempts to put all the ground under our feet. And rather, if we could just accept the groundlessness of our situation, then we won't suffer anymore. So if we can accept the nature of life, a life where we're growing and feeling pain again and growing some more, then we don't suffer so much. So growth mindset is all about acceptance of what is. A growth mindset looks for the opportunity in the pain. A growth mindset is actually grateful for pain, because in that pain there is that opportunity. With a growth mindset, there's no such thing as failure. You can't fail because everything's an opportunity for growth. So when you fall on your face, you learn how to fall on your face. It's an opportunity. You cannot fail when you see growth everywhere. When you live your life in a growth mindset, you become free. You become resilient to the struggles of life. And with this freedom, you avoid other things like addiction and things that really shackle you down in suffering. A growth mindset, I believe, is critical for being a good employee, being a good partner, spouse, family member, because you'll resonate in a place of peace when you have that growth mindset. When you think this way, it changes the way that you feel, and it changes the way that you act in your life. And there's all kinds of good outcomes. If this video on growth mindset was helpful, then you'll like my other video, How to Find Your God-Given Purpose, which will help you understand yourself better and help you resonate in more peace.